Lack of rain, heat waves, and a critical drop in groundwater levels threatened of imposing even stricter restrictions on water use in many European countries. Looking back at least the last 500 years, there have not been such extreme droughts as this year. Extreme heat is emptying reservoirs and drying up rivers in Germany, the Netherlands, France, Spain, Serbia, Portugal, and other countries. The so-called hydrological landmarks, popularly known as hungry stones, have become visible on shallow rivers. For example, at the bottom of the Elbe, which originates in the Czech Republic and flows through Germany, a centuries-old boulder appeared on which the inscription in German, "If you see me, then weep," is clearly visible. The inscriptions on the stones list the driest years in history, as well as inscriptions that warn of the dire consequences of drought. 2/3 of France's regions have declared an agro-industrial crisis. For most rivers, lakes, and ponds, the situation is critical. The country's longest and most full-flowing river, the Loire, has completely dried up in some sections. Residents of Orleans can easily pass it by the shallow riverbed. In Toulouse, you can wade across the Garonne, and the flow rate of the Rhône is 40 to 50% lower than before. The river water is now much warmer than usual and can no longer cool the reactors of nuclear power plants. Energy companies are forced to stop or noticeably reduce the capacity of nuclear units. Since August 12th, 93 departments in France have imposed various restrictions on the use of water, for a violation of which a fine of up to 1,500 euros is imposed. In almost 100 localities, the pipes are empty or the water is considered unsafe. Local authorities urge people to save it in every way possible. Against this background, the decision of the authorities to make an exception for watering golf courses seems incomprehensible, which begs the question, is everything okay with the current format of society? In the departments where the highest red level of danger is declared, water is allowed only for cooking, health needs, and to extinguish fires. By the way, there are several large fires and dozens of small fires active in the country at the moment. Since the beginning of the year, much more territory has been burned in France than average of the last 15 years. In neighboring Spain, uncontrolled wildfires also continue to rage, and the total water supply in the country's reservoir has dropped to a historic low of 39%. In Italy, the largest lake of Garda has swallowed to historic levels. And due to the drying up of the Po River, a state of emergency was declared in the northern regions. Several municipalities have already announced water rationing. Residents of Great Britain are also urged to use water only for urgent needs, as more than half the country is experiencing an unprecedented drought. The world is already divided into those who are desperately short of water and those who still have it. According to UN data, humanity needs to wake up to the impending water crisis. And this is despite the fact that nowadays we know how to extract water even from the air and even in the most arid region. To learn more about the technologies at hand, watch the forum. Global Crisis. We are people. We want to live.